Can I get a yo? Yo! Yo, what the fuck's going on? We're here in the studio on some extreme DIY interview shit. We're back with the Nest Talks number 4, kicking down your door. We're here with the Gully Squad. Say what's up? What's up? What's up? Yo, this is like Yo MTV Raps, you know, back in the day, just exactly like that. Just be really happy to be here, yeah? Like, All right, sick. Introduce yourself quick. No accents, just normal voice.
Yes, my name's Ben, also known as Shahi. Jeez. Nice to meet you.
My name's Chris, and I'm from Costa Rica.
Yo, what's up? My name's Clark, also known as Clark.
What's good is Michael, known as Shogs.
Darren, also known as Daz.
Full name Gabriel Infante.
Full government things. Yes. And who am I? I'm Echo. I'm just like you. I'm a breaker. I like to talk shit and I like to get to know people. So today we're here with Nest Talks number 4. We're here with the Gully Squad. Just here to chat and hopefully you guys can get a better understanding of what these guys are doing right now. Obviously we're in 2020. Happy New Year to the family. Happy New Year to Breakin. I don't know what that's like. A long time, people have been breaking and whatever. Things have changed and whatever. So I think, yeah, let's just jump right into it. So how did you guys first get formed as a crew? Who was around from day dot? Give us the story.
Me and Gabriel, we first, yes. So me and Mr. Gabriel Infante over here on the right, we basically we was doing a different style of dance at first. We was doing sea walking. I don't know if you guys know about that, but yeah, we was doing that, and we went Chocodero one time to basically film a video and stuff, and then we saw these breakers. I think it was King of the Underground. There was like a battle happening or something like that, and yeah, we went there and we saw these breakers, and then we just got into it. Yeah, we just started. I can't really remember properly, but it was along those lines. I reckon you could tell it a bit better.
No, I remember. Go on, give us your...
All right, so how we all formed. So me and Ben, we came from the same school, and we trained together Breakin. And Daz and Shogs and Clark, they were all training as well, but at a different area in East London. So we were Northwest. These guys were East London, and we met at a place called South Bank, which is usually, even today, is a current training spot for all dance styles. We met each other there, gave each other the looks, and then from there we just started training with each other. And then from there, realistically, we started. Oh, well, yeah, Chris came in quite a while actually.
Yeah, I'm the late guy. But yeah, I basically was doing my own thing. I was working in the commercial world. I had a bit of a different background from these guys, but they really inspired me, and it's been good. It's been real good.
All right, the Gully Squad. So with the Gully Squad, who come up with that? Whose bright idea was that? No way. All right, okay, go on. Let us know.
So basically, back in the day, we had the name. Yeah, you had a few names.
No need to mention them.
All right, cool. So basically, I basically tried to put our old name down for Southwest Got Rhythm. And like, out of nowhere, everyone's like laughing at the name. So I was like, what the hell? So I had to message the guys, like, yo, guys, people are laughing at the name. We need to change it. Like, oh, have you got any ideas?
What was the old name?
Say it. Smash Bros. Yeah, Smash Bros. Like Mario and Luigi, and, you know, little mushroom stuff. So out of nowhere, we're just thinking of names. Like, oh, what name can we pick? So, I don't know, we're just thinking, and then I'm like, oh, what about a Gully Squad? I'm like, yeah, that's all right, you know. I was like, yeah, cool. I was like, where do you think of that? I was like, I just took it from my bro. Because my brother put it, like, before, he's like, oh, that's Gully. And I was like, don't know what Gully means, but at the time, innit? So I was like, a Gully Squad, innit? So, yeah, that was when it was formed. I think that was like 2013? Yeah. 2013? Yeah. Yeah. That was the Gully Squad days.
There was a few other members before as well.
There's a few more. They stop breaking. Well, so the word like gully, other people, they might not know what it is, like what it means. Like, what does it mean to be gully? Like, is it a London word? Is it, wait, so you first heard it from your brother? Is it a Nigerian thing? Like, what, I don't know. Gully, like, what does it mean to be gully for real?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, I would say it's to do with, yeah, it's definitely, I would say the word comes from London. I'll say like it's a London slang. I'll just say it's just a bit raggo, yeah. I'll say so, to be fair. To be honest, yeah. What do you man think?
I mean, yeah. it's raggo, but it's weird, you know, because when people think of gully and they see us, because we're proper like kind and jolly, so it's like, huh, gully? He's like, what the hell? These guys are jolly, man. They're jolly, man. What the fuck? But yeah, man.
Can you not be jolly and gully at the same time?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Definitely can.
Confirmed. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, some of you. So you met at Trocadero. Around started breaking in those times. I was around in those times as well. Like, so a space like Trocadero. Why was this place like important? Like, obviously, so this training spot is not around anymore. But back in the day, it was, yeah, it really was a great meeting place because it's like underneath the Piccadilly tube station. It's like really accessible to everyone, and it really was this kind of like this mecca, yeah. Like it was free, and it felt like hip hop, you know, as well. It felt like, you know, like this random meeting place where people come out, yeah. So like, how important was having a place like Trocadero to you guys? Go on, who was there? Let's go. It was all of us.
Man, yeah, we all came up at Trocadero, to be honest. That's where we all kind of always linked up, really. Trocadero was the place where we could all, like after school, on a weekend, we don't even have to be breaking, we can just be jamming in the arcade or like just go grab a munch, and then after that, Trocadero is where we're chilling. But yeah, if it weren't for Trocadero, really, I think a lot of people wouldn't have formed a lot of friendships that happen today.
Damn. So yeah, gully. It's a bit raggo. It's kind of a way of breaking. I think it speaks a lot about just the youth culture we have here in the UK. And a big word that lots of people use in breaking to describe things is the word fresh. And at the moment, I'm really interested in asking people like what that word means in an updated way. So to be fresh back in the day is coming up with these new ideas, the fresh moves. How do you think that Gully Squad is fresh and new compared to other crews out here in the UK right now? Oh, you got that one, my guy.
The answer to this one is a simple thing, I think. Honestly, being fresh, you could be a fresh dancer, you could make your own moves, you can, you know, think of your own way of movement, and it's fresh, but you gotta be a fresh person as well, a fresh soul, a fresh, you know what I mean, in all aspects. A cool guy, easy to, you know, chat to. No, not a fake person. I think that plays a big part, and I think people that are fresh like that, they'll naturally just dance better anyway and be fresh when they're movement. So that's my answer. Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, pass it.
What you man?
Yeah, I think all of us kind of like inject a bit of our personalities into our dance. So I think that's definitely got something to do with being fresh. You can see it when we dance as well, and like when we're not dancing and we're just vibing and chilling, like we're the exact same person. And some of us even have like, I guess, alter egos and stuff. Like we'll be a different person, and then as soon as we hit that dance floor, we just come alive type of thing. So I think it's just that.
That's a tricky one, you know. Fresh. Breaking out, man. So hard. Fresh. Man, what you wear, innit? What you wear, freaking. I mean, you know, yeah, because, you know, you see people's at jams, they're like, oh, come on, man, you're all proper like broed out and feeder, like come on, man, like man. I am like, that's a hard question, you know, still. Yeah, I'll pass it. Why did I do it all this time, man?
I don't, I don't generally think you can put a definition on fresh, but you can just see it like with someone in it, like they just understand their body, they know what works with their body and what doesn't. And like the cool thing with us is like when we're around each other, like we all encourage us to like, it's just when we're training it, we want us to do some like hard stuff. Like we ain't here to like see some easy stuff. Like even if it's a couple of texts, but we want it to like, it's cruddy. Yeah, I mean.
I basically agreed everything with what Ben said.
Wise young man, yeah.
This guy, he inspired me.
Yo, he's got it. So do you think that today you see a lot of freshness, you see the things that you want to see? Or is it kind of like a pressure to, I guess, to just fit into the state of breaking at the moment? Who got me?
Go on.
Oh, eager beaver.
Coming from me, I'd say in terms of having the pressure of being fresh, there shouldn't really be a pressure of being fresh in today's breaking, because what I think fresh, the definition of fresh to me is summarized in authenticity. If you bring yourself, your authentic way of presenting your art, then to people it might not be fresh here. It might be fresh in a different scene. It's all very subjective, but it really depends on where you're going for and what kind of people like your style. There's different definitions of fresh, like these lot have said, but I think it's all about authenticity from your own mind.
Yeah, going with what Gabriel said, I think like authenticity and like being yourself is being fresh, but like today's age and like with social media and seeing what's kind of popping at the moment, it's easy to like want to kind of do the same thing sometimes. Like people see what's popping and they're like, oh snap, like maybe I need to move like that now, and they stop feeling or stop moving like how they're supposed to, stop moving like themselves. So it's definitely not just social media, because I guess if you go to a jam and you see someone's getting hyped up or, you know, someone's getting like a good response from that, you're gonna naturally think like, oh shit, like this person's doing something that maybe I need to be kind of doing as well. So yeah, just stay true to yourself, man.
Just don't fall into the trap.
Oh, the trap. Because yeah, like I agree with lots of what you're saying, and we are in a postmodern era of breaking now. Like, who knows what this decade is going to hold, how like the way that this scene is going to grow. But I think no matter how far we're growing, like it's great that you guys still have your roots and like to still have a connection to the way that you first got into this hobby, this art, this sport, however you view it. What it is so important, because yeah, there is a lot of pressure. You're able to see and ingest so much out there from this breaking world. So to remain yourself. So in terms of like events and everything that's going on now, do you really see that as the battleground to really be yourselves, or is there kind of like a certain way to win these battles now? Like, do you think that you can win it through authenticity or being yourself, or is there a certain criteria, you know, that you're trying to look for sometimes, or how do you navigate this swinging between staying true to yourself and really being out here trying to win these battles?
Personally, I would say I'll say it's a difficult question, because there's always, you know, with these judging panels, there's always a different person and a different opinion and a different like mindset on how they will, you know, judge it or whatever. So I think best thing to do is just be yourself, because there's no point trying to reach some criteria that isn't really you, in my personal opinion, and just to get the guys' vote or whatever. I think most important just to inspire other people and just be yourself, really, yeah. Yeah, that's 100% Gully, man. 100% Gully. 100. Just don't be like a bit of a, you know. A bit of a Johnny. on that? Who's on that?
What are we talking about? Yeah, what's this question again?
I agree. Like breaking is definitely very subjective, especially in like the competitive world, and it's definitely like hard to like sway away from using the formula instead of like staying true to yourself. But if you want to like enjoy the dance, of course, like stay true to yourself, stay fresh, because it's the best feeling you're gonna get out of it. Because you can be winning competitions. Don't get me wrong. Like it's up to you, but it's up what you want to do in it. If you want to stay fresh, if you want to win jams, it's completely up to you.
Breaking should make you feel good.
Yeah, bang on.
Yeah, going on that, like speaking about competitive breaking, that's only one side to breaking. Like there's still the cypher cats, the people that just enjoy vibing and jamming and stuff. Yeah, people that just enjoy jamming and vibing. Yeah, man, for real. So it's not always about winning stuff. Some people just like the vibe and just chilling as like a fam and stuff. And like even then, and if it's about competition and stuff, there's nothing wrong with like a little bit of like positive like criticism of like, oh, taking on board maybe some judges' advices and stuff, and maybe trying to incorporate that with your style rather than just changing your style totally.
So what are some of the aims of this crew then, the Gully Squad? Like you've been a crew for how long would you say? Over 10 years? Is it? We're approaching. Yeah.
10 years, yeah.
My boys have been 10 years now, so yeah, it's around the same time. Yeah. Lucky number, eh? So yeah, what like? Go on, tell us like, what do you really think are some of the collective aims of this group? Do you have an aim? Do you have ambitions, things that you really want to achieve, or are we just focused on staying authentic and remaining gully, but jollily gully?
That's a good question. I mean, would all love to, come up together, Like, that's the aim, like the whole crew, everyone up there, like no one's down there. If someone's down there, we'll pick them up, and bring them to the top. But but yeah, no, like I think to me, the aim of the crew is like, to bring good vibes. Even if people outside of the crew are seeing us that are, those guys look cool. I mean, we get that ready, but we get that ready, but it's like the aim for me is for the crew to like everyone to be up there, up there. Yeah, man, that's personally what I feel, Obviously, we'd like to be up there ourselves, but it can happen too, but like being there individually and as a collective, that's 10-10, man. Who's next?
I feel like for me, being in this crew, like it keeps me being creative, and that is probably my main goal in life, is just to carry on creating and making new stuff. So I do like battling, but I'd like to see more of a broader spectrum of it, if that makes sense. But yeah.
So would you guys consider yourselves a battle crew?
Yes.
Yes?
I would say yes and no.
I would say definitely because we battle, but I would say we are like open to other areas of like creativity, like Chris said. Like we don't want to stay in a box where we're just breaking crew. We want to like push to like other stuff, like what you guys are doing, like Brkn Nest with the art, the interviews. You know what I mean? It's like there's other areas you can push. Like breaking is just not one thing you can just do. Like it's always good to like expand your mind, of course.
It interlinks as well, because like if you look at it like music, like it all entwines. So it's good to open it instead of being so like narrow-minded with it. So yeah.
So what would you say to other young crews? You got people like the Ill Drillers, all these British Breaking League motherfuckers doing some crazy shit, breaking hearts. Whew, their hips are like, their back like, how are groups of young guys like this, young B-boys and B-girls, how are they going to stay together like this and remain like a crew that doesn't feel these pressures and because unfortunately it's quite rare to have a crew like yourself and some other crews in this country that have come up all the way together. So it's a beautiful thing about doing that this place of authenticity can really exist with some of your greatest friends, more so than people that you haven't known, and that's just the way it is through meeting people. So like, how can we help these younger crews to stay together and to build something that probably happens a bit slower but is more fruitful in the end? Like, what can we do for them?
You want to go, Shuggy?
Yeah. I'll just say, you know, like even outside of Breakin, like just chill together. Like you don't have to, you know, go train together just to build up the bond. You can chill out of like Breakin, go party, go to the park, you know, play football. Like do anything outside of Breakin to build up the friendship, you know, because the friendship will still be there. But, you know, you don't just want it to be a Breakin thing, you know, that, oh yeah, what's up, man? Just my b-boy friend. We're in the same crew, we've been in the same crew for like 10 years, but you know, really chill at training and at jam. But I would say, yeah, friendship's like the key. You know?
The friendship helps the breaking, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, what he said, the friendship helps the Breakin.
Yeah, basically what you were saying.
No, this is crazy. I love it though. It's mad DIY. Like Chris might start choking at some point, like just if we get too into this. But I mean, it's gully, but jollily gully. You know what I mean? Like we're happily gully out here. So tell us about some of the trips that you've been on together. Like a sick part about, obviously. I already see this. She's like, oh no, not that one, not that one, not that one. So yeah, like when you get. Jeez. When we get to travel with some of our greatest friends, I'm sure you know we can get into some sticky situations. So go on, who's got a story about one of these times? One of the best trips? Too many. All right, Chris. No, Chris knows.
Oh man, I don't know. There's certain ones I shouldn't say.
Yeah, this is a safe space here.
I don't know.
It's a safe space.
I'll give you a light one. So we did our prelim at IBE, and I was like saying, Gabriel, well done, you're amazing. He had an ice cream in his hand. I put up his arm and the ice cream just went all over him. And I shouted, President, like this. And I was like, oh man, sorry.
Maybe don't say that one. Now we got, and we got a few actually. Freaking, which one, man? Damn, we got. You got.
All right. So one of the trips that we went to last as a collective was IBE, 2019. And we were staying at this accommodation. But it was like, because obviously we're trying to be as economical as possible. So we hustled accommodation, innit? And then so like as we are, we're quite just wild in general. So the person that is in charge of the accommodation, thing is, yeah, okay, let's backtrack it. So before, so when we go into the accommodation, one of us, we were just looking around and we just causing mayhem, just thinking it was all right. And then I think Daz and Shahi went off early after the IBE to catch their coach back, and it's me, Jackie, and I can't remember who else is there. Me and Jackie are still at the accommodation. Next thing you know, we wake up in the morning at around 8 a.m. because some guy is knocking on our door, screaming at us, telling us that the accommodation is fucked. So basically, the accommodation is completely ruined because we were just on a wild one. We went to the party, and then when we came back, we were just like, we don't give two craps about anything. So this guy is holding us for time. He's not letting us out of the accommodation until Daz and Shahi comes back and fixes things. So we're just there for a couple of hours. And then next thing you know, we just gotta dash it. We just dashed it. Yeah, we had to dash it. Otherwise we would have been stuck. It was a sticky one still.
I've got a few actually, but maybe the IB 2015. So what was it? We booked the flight, but we get there like 2 days before IB. Oh yeah. Isaac was there too, remember? So we get there 2 days before IB. Freaking, we get our room, hotel, yeah. So it's like the day after IB is finished, and like our flight's like 2 days after the event. Was it 2 days? Yeah. So we're at the hotel. We've checked out like 2 days ago, and we're just chilling in the hotel reception, just chilling, like playing snooker, trying to buy time, you know, so they don't clock on. And then, so we're just using the swimming pool, swim bed. Remember swim bed? Swim bed. That's the swimming pool. So we're just going back and forth, back into the hotel room, swimming pool, and then like it hits like 8 p.m. And like, we're like, oh, what are we doing? So are we gonna go to the station or are we gonna just chill here? Like, yeah, let's just stay where we are, innit? So we're just staying at the hotel. Out of nowhere, we're just dozing off. And then the receptionist like comes up to us like, excuse me, haven't you guys checked out? It's like, yeah. So okay, so why are you guys still here? It's like, so basically our flight's in 2 days, you know. So so we're all like, yeah. So do you mind if we stay put? It's like, and we're all like, Now we've all got our bags packed. That was going to the airport, but we had to go like 2 days. So it was like they let us stay. It's like, oh yeah, you know, you can just sit over there in the corner with the bean bags. So we literally just kept waking up, playing pool, watching TV, and going back to sleep. Was we even stole the cake, remember? Stole cake. That's you. I just stole the cake. but yeah, man. Now we got
bear stories. So what's like a dream trip then? Somewhere you haven't been, where you all want to go together next. Hopefully steal a few cakes, wreck a couple rooms, get nice and gully. Where you getting gully next?
Japan, baby. We going Japan, baby. We going Asia. We taking over Asia, baby. That's all I'm saying right now.
Yeah, where else do you want to go?
What do you mean, in terms of jams or just in general? Probably recent ones coming up, trying to go to Legits.
Book that flight, bro.
I still need to book that flight still.
I did actually. Wait.
This guy.
I won't say it this time.
I won't say it.
What do you want to do here?
Depending on what jam he wants to go to, I'll be quiet.
So what jam do you want to go to, man?
Shogs' jam.
Yeah, jam? Gully jam.
Yeah, man, Gully Jam coming soon. You know?
Coming soon.
Big ones. The gully jam. Yeah. All right. Hypothetically, how would the gully jam be gully?
You gotta be intoxicated while you're throwing down. 100%.
That's gonna be a short jam. That's a short
Nah, I'm joking. I'll say just good vibes, good people. Yeah, good music, good food, hopefully. Yeah,
You're mad chill. You just want to chill, innit? You're like, just good times, man. You know, back in the day we was chilling out, eating some food, man. Yeah, no problem. You're calm. Go on, what's gonna make the gully jam gully?
Good music. Women.
Trying to go there.
Just good energy and a bar possibly.
I think just doing what we kind of do as friends anyway, but just involving everyone as well. Like literally just chill, vibes, hanging. Yeah, man.
So, how I know these guys get gully is that, like, there's a very famous story about one of the first Brkn Nest parties in Outbreak, Europe, with similar settings to like this, with a young man over here who's responsible for something that became mythical in the Brkn Nest saga. MVP. So this guy is obviously quite wedged, you know. He's got like testosterone. He's like, ugh. So when he gets gas, yeah, around, this guy's moving crazy, like jumping all around. We're doing the party, and I'm like this with this might even be the mic. This might even be the exact mic. Yo, and he knocked this into my mouth, and it knocked my tooth out. Like it chipped my tooth. And we're at this. Yo, is it put in my tooth? Oh. No, it's not like. But still, so as long as it's fine to go to this gully jam, but everyone, please take care of your teeth. Teeth are there. It's a nightmare to get fixed. If we didn't know Carnage, the best dentist in the country, just flash his photo, boom, yeah. Yo, shout out to him. He's gonna have to be at the gully jam. As like, he's on tooth watch. There's a dentist at this jam, you know. Yeah. Proper medical staff at the gully jam. Yeah. Yo, so let's rein this one in. So it's been great to chat to you guys, and obviously we're probably gonna go like train or something later on today, because you gotta keep it moving, gotta keep it gully, and all of that. So we spoke a lot about, you know, trying to fit into the way the scene is, and how we can remain authentic as a group, and having your friends around you for time. So just what about like a little 5-year plan or something? Where do you really see yourselves going with this? So it's good to have you here on Brkn Nest. We spent our time really thinking about what we want to do and where we want to go next. So it's maybe we can rob a couple of your ideas, you know. So again. All right, yeah, a little 5-year plan. What's the ambition here with you guys, you know?
I don't know. For me, I hope all of us individually have their own vision, and for this is something we can build on from a genuine foundation, and it feels good. Like everything feels right with Gully right now, and yeah, like I just hope it becomes a crew that becomes really successful within the scene, because I know that's what will make us really happy. But for me, like I said, for me, what's most important is the creativity, and that we bring something different to the table. And yeah. All right, the gulliest. So this was a time when it was just me and my Jack Jones basically in Gully Squad, and then Ben was in Brent Cross doing what he usually does, and and I was friends with Kana Flex, who is another guy that inspires me, which is a different style to Breakin. He does electro, bone breaking. And he's amazing. You should check him out. And we was just collabing together, and then I was just like, look, I want to carry on Gully somehow, and I want to make it into a creative thing eventually. So, and I have a lot of friends that are in that creative area as well. So I bring all of them along, and we was focusing on music, not trying to like race for the fame, but just do what we do and enjoy it. And I believe the same effort, like the same thing is like what Gully Squad does. We do the same thing as well. So all of us together, pushing this together in the future, basically.
Yo, who else got one? Let's go. Tell us the future.
Ooh, the future. As of you know, like Gully Squad had like a little pause, like like a few of us stopped breaking. Well, Ben stopped breaking. Now he's back. But the goal is to. No. I want the.
He took a break.
No, but like the fact that he's back is like it's a big.
Listen,
Where was you at, man?
Fucking hell. Yeah, I was dancing for quite some time, you know, entering some jams and stuff. And I took a break. I don't know when I stopped. I think I was 15 or 16. I can't remember properly, but maybe I was turning 16. I think I was like 15 and a half or something. And and I was just dancing so much, man. It was just like school, like at lunchtime I was dancing, like training, and then after school I'll go to Trocadero and I was training, and then on the weekends it was jams, and it was just, for a young guy like me, it was just a bit too much of this, and I was just seeing lots of other people and stuff my age, like, you know, enjoying normal life, not just like breaking life. And I was like, I want to do that for a bit, and then kind of did that for a bit and drifted away, and then I started, you know, hanging around with, I wouldn't say the greatest of people, and just got caught in a bad circle, and just managed to, I lost a lot of contact with some of these guys as well, and managed to, you know, help myself out and get myself out of that situation. After a long trip back home, I came back a different guy, and I started reconnecting with a lot of these guys, and I'll have to say they helped me come back into the scene, and it was a good thing now.
Yeah, so like, what's wrong with taking a break anyway, right? Like, has anyone else felt like they might want to take a break from the break? Yeah?
Yeah, I've taken several breaks. Or it's more so like just not being like 100% invested into just breaking. There was always school, and then sixth form, and then uni. But I can say once, you know, day was kind of completed, and once I like got done with that, breaking has been like the focus, and yeah, it's been sick coming back. So yeah, now it's good to like take breaks, focus on maybe other areas that you want to do. You can do both at the same time, but it's up to you, innit?
Like, what would you, if you were going to take a break, another little break, what else would you do, like, to occupy your time then, if you were going to take a little break?
If I was to take a break, probably definitely get into something, I don't know, mad, like what he does, like taekwondo or something. You know, you know, something different. Hey, taekwondo.
Yeah, it's a good show. Good show. For me, if I was to take a break, at this age, I would like to just travel and cleanse my mind, just really get to know myself better, and then I'll really find out if breaking's for me. But I still think breaking's for me, even if I did take a long break. I'll come back to it. I don't think there's ever a stopping breaking, man. Breaking, it's addictive. It's
an addict.
So like, Ben, maybe you can tell us a bit more about like coming back from a break. Like, you've been away for a while. You don't have so much contact with some of the guys, and I feel like, you know, if you're ever in a situation like that, people can really project what's happening onto that situation rather than understanding what's really happening. So like, in terms of just coming back and being breaking again, like, how has it made like a positive change to the way things were, like coming back to it? Because it's obviously something you didn't want to leave behind forever. Did you always know you wanted to come back, or just like, yeah, like?
I felt like somewhere down the line I would, but I wanted it to feel right. I didn't want to, like, because I did try to force myself to come back, because these guys would like always shout at me like, come training, and I tried to like force myself, but I just didn't feel it inside, so it just didn't happen. I'd come for 2-3 days, and then I'll disappear again for another year, and then again, same thing. So I think, how was I feel coming back is, it was good. These guys were probably like, you know, annoyed, upset, felt, you know, how I would expect them to feel after I just went and came back. So, you know, I felt like coming back because everyone's, you know, uplifted even more, and even for myself as well. And I feel a lot better now. I'm more older, I'm more mature, so I feel like it's a good thing now. I feel like it's better now than it ever has been in terms of everyone as a collective. So
Cool, man. And then like, from you guys, from the perspective of your crew, and you have a friend that is feeling like they want to take a break, sometimes it can be quite hard to understand, especially when you're a tight-knit group. So I guess from your perspective, even like talking to Ben, like just ways that you wanted to reach out to him, or why you, trying to understand why he wants to take a break. Like, what did you want to understand about what was going on with Ben at that time?
Yeah, at first I was like, oh, why? But I don't think we didn't get an answer, did we? No, we didn't. So it's more like we thought he ghosted. So it was like, oh, okay. So like every now and then we'll be texting like, yo, bro, you good? You coming training? No reply. Then like years later, like he shouts us, and we're like, oh snap, what the hell? It's like, it's really Ben? He's like, yeah, I'm coming training. Like, oh snap, cool. So then from there, it's like, yeah, no, it was good to see him. Like after a couple of years, man. It's been like freaking 4, 5. So, hey, what was the question again?
Yeah, no, because lots of this stuff, the international brotherhood is real. It really is real. And when you're around someone all the time, then you come up together and all of this stuff, it becomes like a big community. So, but obviously people growing up, they have different, people grow at different speeds, people have different, their focus shifts at different times. And it's important to understand as young men how to be flexible with our friends, and really, because like there's this pressure on competing and being a crew and being this and being that, and obviously things aren't for everyone at that time. But I think there's obviously lots of people out there that are in crews, maybe they feel in certain similar ways, like their life could potentially go a different way or whatever way. So I just think it's important for everyone to understand the struggles in trying to stay together with what we love. You have your dream of everyone being up there, you know, like, and those kind of dreams, they take everyone. So having that patience to deal with our friends and pursue it, it's only certain man that you're really going to have that patience for, which is your bros and that. So I don't know if you did want to try and like explain it to them, of because yeah, some people will feel like you're ghosting and you're obviously doing your thing, like why I guess why did you feel like you weren't really feeling it anymore?
I think it was just too much. I was quite young at the time. I was quite immature as well, you know. I think I was 15, 16, coming like 13, 14, 15, like when I was breaking. So I didn't really understand a lot about just people and just life in general. So at the time, it was just, I just really wanted to just do something different, because I was doing it for so long. And I was like that quite a lot during my life. I used to play football. I done that. Then I reached like a certain level and then I stopped. Same with basketball. Then I stopped. So I kind of had a thing for just doing that sort of stuff. But when I was younger, and obviously now I'm back to breaking, so I know that it's definitely something I do want to 100% do, and I feel it inside for sure, yeah. So.
Well, yeah, like I said, it's only certain kind of people that you would have that patience with and that resilience to remain as a crew. But I think it'd be cool, someone like, so Gabriel, you said you were there on day one, sea walking in Chogadero. Tell us what it is like to have someone like Ben back and to be able to continue what it was from then.
You know, with me and Ben, because we kind of grew up together. I met him in year 7 in Hendon, and so everything growing up until now has been bigger than breaking. It's been more than just being able to go to battles, train together. It's all, for me, it was about looking after my guy from day, because we always had each other's backs. So like having Ben coming back, to me, it's like when he disappeared, it was more like a thing where I wanted to check up on him, just make sure he's fine. Nothing in terms of breaking, like, because like I said, it's bigger than breaking. Kind of want to know that your boy's doing okay. You want to know that your boy is not gonna fuck up. But like obviously, when you come back and you see that he's doing fine, then it's good. And when you start to communicate with them, and then you find out there might be things that might be bad, it means you can jump in and help out. Because like I said, it's bigger than breaking. It's more about just looking after your family.
So yeah, thanks for sharing that with us, innit? Like, I guess it's not something you might know from meeting people straight away, but it's proof that, yeah, lots of this stuff is like a lot bigger than breaking. Life is gully, not just the crew is gully. Yeah, life is gully sometimes, but yeah, I'm here with the proof. I'm here with the proof that Sticking with those relationships, those early relationships, those roots that we have in Breakin is really the only way I feel that we're truly going to satisfy ourselves in this stuff, because there's Breakin can feel so solo at the time. It's about me and what I do and who I impress, but there's nothing better than impressing your friends and all of that. And you're all very impressive guys to me. So it's been sick to have you guys on here. The energy's gone up, down, and whatever, but it feels kind of right to put a plug in this now. Just want to say thank you all for being on the Brkn Nest Talks number 4. Shout out to Isaac for being here in the studio. Wish everyone an amazing 2020, whatever that holds for you. And if you take anything from this, just stick by your bros. Life's gully, innit? Stay jolly. Peace.